So in the athletic training room today, I have a 19-year-old African-American athlete, and so I went ahead and went through all of the history questions, personal history, family history. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the physical examination. So the first thing that I'm going to do is check his pulse. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at his radial pulse for regularity and just to make sure everything's looking good. Okay, so I'm able to locate it right here. So he got 16 beats in 15 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and do 16 times 4 for a total of 64 beats per minute, which is excellent for his age. Now I'm going to go ahead and inspect his chest wall. So if you can sit up straight for me, I'm just going to go ahead and watch him inhale and exhale. So go ahead and inhale and exhale. So everything is looking good because he is filling his lungs completely. Now I want you to lie down supine. So I can take a look at your heartbeat. So I'm going to be looking at 4 different positions. The first one is the aortic, the second one is the pulmonic, the tricuspid, and the mitral. So right here, this one is going to be the aortic. So if you could breathe in, out. Next one is going to be the pulmonic, in, out. After that is going to be the tricuspid, in, out. And the last one is going to be the mitral, in, out. Okay, and then if you could sit up straight for me. So if I were to hear a murmur in this seated position would be the best way to identify it. So I'm just going to go ahead and complete the same exam that I did while he was lying supine, but sitting up this time. Sorry. Okay, so breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out. So everything sounds great, but like I said, if there were to be any kind of murmurs, then in the seated position would be best where I would find him. I would say that you're okay and I would clear you to go play. So today we have a 58-year-old patient who has come into the athletic training room and they are complaining of diminished hearing in their right ear. They have been sick previously, but they fully recovered. So what I'm going to do for you, patient, is I'm going to take a look at your left ear and compare it to your right ear by doing a bilateral comparison. And I'm going to be searching for your cone of light. I'm going to be tugging a little bit on your ear. So if it's uncomfortable, just let me know. Okay. And this is an otoscope, which there's light that comes out of it. Okay. So I'm just gonna be tugging on her pinna and looking in. Okay, so I was able to find the cone of light in her left ear, so meaning this is her good ear. So I'm able to go and compare it to the right ear. Okay, so in the affected ear, I wasn't able to locate the eardrum nor the cone of light. If this was a healthy ear, then her eardrum would have been clear. So I recommend that you go see an ear, nose, and throat specialist. Thank you. So today I have a 17-year-old softball player who is complaining of vision issues in her right eye 20 minutes after being hit with a softball. So apparently there is no fracture or concussion, but we are still concerned about her vision issues. So what I'm going to do is use an ophthalmoscope, which will emit light right here. And then you can also adjust the focus by turning this knob. So what I'm going to do is, hello patient, I'm going to do another bilateral comparison. So I'm going to check your left eye, doing a red reflex test, and also check your right eye in order to see if there were any vision problems. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at her left eye by starting shoulder width apart and then slowly getting close to her as I'm adjusting the focus. So I'm first going to be doing her red reflex, which looks great, and then getting closer. Okay, so her left eye looks good. Was able to see the sunset as well as some blood vessels. So now let me take a look at her right eye. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the right eye, which is the affected eye. So I'm gonna start shoulder width apart again, while also doing the red reflex test, which looks good. Now I'm going to be getting closer and also adjusting the focus. Okay, so after conducting the test on her right eye, wasn't able to see any blood vessels, so I would recommend that you go see an ophthalmologist.